Cosine law. Interference in reflected light. So to find the cosine law, consider a transparent film. GH is the upper surface, G1H1 lower surface. Now this is the normal drawn. Okay, this is the incident ray AB, incident on upper surface GH. Now angle between incident ray and normal drawn, we call it as angle of incidence. At B, this ray partially reflects along BR, right, and partially refracts along BC. Okay, so now R is the angle of refraction, the angle between the refracted ray and the normal drawn. Now at C, again it partially reflects along CD, and at D again it partially reflects and partially transmits along DR1. Okay, now here condition for interference is satisfied. So here we are talking about the interference due to division by amplitude. It says that the incident amplitude divides into two parts, travel some unequal distances, reunite and produce interference pattern. Here you see at B, the ray has splitted into two parts. One is traveling along BR, other ray entered into the film, traveled a path BC plus CD and again came out as DR1. So these two rays are parallel to each other, BR and DR1, and they originated from AB itself only. So condition for interference is satisfied. Now let us find out the cosine law. Okay, let the thickness of this layer be transparent film be T, right? And now to find the cosine law, we are drawing a perpendicular from D on BR, that is DE, and here I is the angle of incidence. We are drawing another perpendicular from B on CD, that is some BF. Here R is the angle of refraction. Now let us produce CD in backward direction. What we are doing? We are producing CD in backward direction. Let us think that this is meeting at some particular point P, meeting at particular point P. Okay, and now this is angle of refraction, the normal drawn. Okay, now let us calculate the path difference between these two parallel rays BR and DR1. Okay, so that path difference delta is path BC plus CD travelled in film minus path BE travelled in air. Okay, now the path difference is nothing but path travelled BC plus CD in film and BE minus BE in air. and this is written as mu BC plus CD minus mu BE, that is equal to mu BC plus CD minus BE. Since for air refractive index value is 1, okay, so we wrote minus B. Now again let us take a look towards the diagram. CD can be written as CF plus FD, okay. So mu BC plus CD can be written as, now only I said as CF plus FD minus B. Now from Snell's law, we know that mu equal to sin I by sin R, okay. Now let us find out the values of sin I. Now for finding the value of sin I, we are considering the triangle BED, okay. This is angle, opposite side BE, hypotenuse BD. Similarly, for finding the value of sin R, we are considering the triangle BDF. Now opposite side is FD and hypotenuse is BD, okay. Now I am writing the same here. So from triangle BED, sin I value, we write it as BE by BD. Here I am drawing the triangle for your understanding. BDE, BE by D, BD. And for sin R, we used the triangle BDF. So opposite side FD, hypotenuse BD. BD strikes off. We get mu equal to BE by FD. So BE is equal to mu into FD. Alright. Now let us substitute this value here. So we get path difference is equal to mu BC plus CF plus FD minus mu FD. Let us take mu as common. We get BC plus CF plus FD minus FD. FD strikes off mu BC plus CF. Now again let us take a look towards the diagram. Now see, from triangle BCP, this triangle BCP, we can write BC is equal to PC, okay. So now mu, in place of BC I am writing PC plus CF. Now again let us look towards the diagram. Now PC plus CF can be written as PF, right? I am writing the same here. So delta equal to mu PF, okay. Now we want the value of PF. So for that, let us consider the triangle BFP. So we are considering the triangle BFP. So from this cos R, what we can write? This is the angle. Adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent side is PF and hypotenuse is BP. Okay, so now PF can be written as BP cos R. So here I am writing mu BP cos R. Now we want the value of BP. Now let us think this point as some Q. BQ equal to T. We extended the same BQ up to P, no? So this distance also becomes T itself only. So now BP becomes nothing but 2T, T plus T. So BP becomes 2T cos R. So delta equal to 2 mu T cos R is the cosine law for interference in reflected light.